Hi, I'm Ruth Angelina, and this is Simply Made Fancy. And on this edition, I'm gonna be sharing with you a recipe using this particular vegetable that I just discovered from my farmer's market. And it's called Kohlrabi. I'm actually gonna be making a coleslaw salad with it. I'm also gonna be using the leaves of the kohlrabi to make a little bit something special, kind of like those kale chips that you see at the stores. Well, I'm making a Parmesan kohlrabi leaf chip in the oven. So let's check out this recipe. You're going to love it. To make this kohlrabi recipe, of course, you're gonna need kohlrabi. And I suggest that you visit your local farmer's market and pick some up. I'm also gonna use some radishes that I picked up at the farmer's market. For the dressing, I'm going to be making it with the margarita avocado oil, tangerine champagne vinegar, passion fruit honey, and some ground mustard. These three ingredients, you can definitely change them up, and they're very optional. I just picked these ones up when I went on a trip to Mystic, Connecticut at the Sticky Situation shop, and I really love it. They are great for summer salads and pretty much on anything. You can substitute with some avocado oil or olive oil, regular champagne vinegar, and some regular honey. So now that I have all my ingredients together for the kohlrabi slaw, I'm just gonna wash my vegetables. And I use these essential oils from Young Living, just a couple of drops in a water to clean my vegetables. It just helps to take all the griminess. It's pretty simple. I'm just gonna cut the leaves and the kohlrabi itself. This is how it is. And any parts of the vegetable that I will not be using, I'll just discard it and not wash that. In order to prep your kohlrabi, all you pretty much have to do is take off the stems from the leaves that are hanging off, and then you want to slice the bottom part where the root is. And if you want, you can also, with your little peeler, peel some rough edges, but that's basically it. Now here are my veggies soaking in that thieves water and getting all nice and clean. And what I love about it is that the vegetables actually get greener. So I'm just gonna leave it there for a little bit and then drain the water and dry the leaves and cut the kohlrabi in a julienne style. Now this is the kohlrabi leaves. I'm setting it there to dry, and then I'll wring it through a salad spinner, or you can also use a kitchen towel to take out all the water. But look at all this nasty water. I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually really nasty, and there's so much stuff down there. So I'm so happy that I washed it with the thieves. So now I'm ready to julienne the kohlrabi and the radishes. Now here is the kohlrabi with the radish all cut up, and now I'm gonna make the dressing to add it on top. All right. So guess who just joined me for this recipe? This one. He's been crying and whining. So now I have to finish this recipe with this one on my hip. But the thing about this recipe is that it's simple, and I can use one hand to do it, or I will attempt to. All you're gonna need is a mason jar. I mix all my dressings in a mason jar. So I start off with the vinegar, about 2 ounces. And then I'll put the oil, just a little under 2 ounces, maybe like an ounce. A teaspoon of the honey. It's working out, doing it with one hand. The grainy mustard. I do a teaspoon as well of that, a little bit more because I had some of the honey still in there. And then salt and pepper. Okay, now all my ingredients for my dressing are in here. I just shake it up. You can also add, if you wanted, to make it a little bit creamier, some mayo, maybe some avocado mayo, but I'm keeping it just like this. And then I'll just put it on my kohlrabi and then toss it. And then put it on the fridge and let it marinate for about 30 minutes to an hour before dinner. Or you can keep it in the fridge. It keeps well for the next day. It's a good recipe for 2-day meals. When the boys heard that I was gonna make those kohlrabi chips that they really like with Parmesan, they wanted to come and help. So I'm gonna teach them how to make it. So someday they'll make it for me instead of me always cooking. Okay, so guys, all you gotta do is put the leaves on the tray, okay? So put some leaves on the tray. So make sure that you have space. Let's make sure that we have space. And then what we're gonna do is that we're gonna take some olive oil. I'm gonna do the oil. We're gonna drizzle just a little bit of olive oil. And we should have tossed the oil in there. Just coat it with the olive oil. And then now we can set it again. And I've set the oven timer for 400. So now we're gonna need salt, pepper, and Parmesan cheese.
I never did salt.
A little salt, just sprinkle it. You see, just like that. And we're using Himalayan sea salt, so you don't need too much of it. And now I'm gonna crack some pepper. And now the fun part. Blake, take some cheese, and Logan, take some cheese. All right. So this is gonna be going into the oven. Now you wanna take at least maybe 5 to 10 minutes to bake it, but keep checking on it because they'll burn so easily and they'll get nice and crisp. So make sure that you keep checking on them. Every time I've made it is a different time. So let's see how long this takes. And now our dinner is complete. The kohlrabi slaw and the kohlrabi chips. Guys, why don't you take a taste of it?
It's just the one that I made.
That's the one you made? Is it super salty? And for this meal, I paired my kohlrabi slaw and the kale chips with my everything bagel crispy chicken. It's delicious. One of these days, I'm gonna show you how to make this recipe. So I hope you like this video. Please make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and check out some of my other videos. See you next time.